just sort of flashed. Jesus.
I think we need to talk. Right, so when I say we need to talk, what I mean is that the last video, the ASMR one, 50% of you loved it, and that was great. The other 50% of you absolutely hated it. I actually think it might be my most disliked video for the amount of views that it's got. And, you know, a lot of you were sort of asking, you know, it felt like I was in a mood with you or you'd done something wrong, and it wasn't that at all. It was just that, as I said in the video before that, with all the noise that I've had going on in my life at the moment, I just wanted a bit of peace and quiet. And I thought, if I feel like being quiet, maybe you guys might want to see that. And luckily, 50% of you did, but 50% of you, not so much. Be rest assured, I won't be making another ASMR video in a while. Now, I've actually come to Looe today, and there's a very good reason why I've come here, but I'll tell you all about that in a bit. But for the moment, I'm on Park for Night. This is where I am currently parked. Okay, so I'm currently parked here, and the only car park that allows you to stay overnight is this one over here. So we're gonna head over there, park up. It does mean it's gonna be about a half an hour walk back into town for a beer later, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Da-da. It all seems all a bit complicated. So I don't have the Ringo app, so I'm going to download that and see if I can just pay through there, because they might just let me like pay for 24 hours as opposed to paying for 10 hours and then having to go and pay an extra £2 after whatever time it said until 7 in the morning. So rather than do that, I'm just going to see if it will let me do 24 hours on the app. I obviously found this all very complicated. Rather than just let you pay for 24 hours, you have to pay £6.50 until 10 PM, and then after 10 PM you have to pay another £2.50. It kind of feels like they're trying to catch me out. Done. So that's us here until 10 o'clock. Hopefully with no worries. Ooh, there we go. So I'm going to leave the door open for a bit. Get some natural light in here. Right. I'll be honest, this is actually quite a nice little park up. We're pretty much right on the beach. Other than the confusing way that you need to pay, I think it all seems fine. But I did see on Park for Night that people had said that, you know, you can actually park out on the road. So for whatever reason, if I get to 10 o'clock tonight and it doesn't allow me to top it up, for instance, then I'll just move the van and go park out there. But all in all, it looks like a good spot. Now, I've actually come here tonight because one of my subscribers has been asking me pretty much every week to come and do a camp out in Looe. So I'm here, and considering he bought me pretty much 10 beers through Buy Me a Coffee, so Ian, I'm finally here. Now, the reason why I didn't upload last week is because it was my son's first birthday, and his birthday was on the Thursday and his birthday party was on the Sunday, so I just didn't get a chance to get out in the van. But he had a great time. I can't believe I have a 1-year-old. I now know how my parents felt when I was a bit mischievous when I was a kid. He's definitely a chip off the old block. For dinner this evening, this company has sent me this air fryer, so I'm going to use this to cook dinner. And it couldn't have come at a better time because I was literally just about to buy an air fryer, and they They reached out to me and just said, look, we've got this really nice little portable air fryer. I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this. It's either she-free or, how I like to call it, chef-free. So, all right, chef-free, but yeah, this is gonna be, that'll be interesting tonight. I'm gonna have some sausages. But before we have dinner, because it's still only 4 o'clock, I think we need to go for a little wander around Looe, maybe get a beer somewhere and just work out if it does take 30 minutes to walk from this car park into town.
Walk west.
Which way? So we've got to climb the steps. Okay, so here's something for everyone to think about. You've got to climb a few steps to get out of here. So if you are of the sort of person that doesn't like steps, then obviously this might be a bit of a nightmare. I am getting out of puff, but not that bad. Right, that was fun. Now which way is it? So I continued along the southwest coast path, past all the Airbnbs and second homes. I took in all the views, avoided the mud, and finally made it back into town. One way to tell if a house is lived in or not. Check for the Christmas decorations. It's February. Alright, so I've made it down to the nice quaint streets of Looe, but first on the agenda I need to find a nice, very nearly got pooed on by a seagull or something. What was I saying? First thing on the agenda, I need to find a nice traditional pub to get a pint. They've obviously had a problem with people climbing on their lobster. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I've not been to Looe since I was, I don't know, probably about nearly 20 years. But I'm pretty sure you used to be able to walk all the way along the front here, whereas now, God, shut up. Whereas now it says no entry, and there's another gate down that side as well, so I've just had to walk behind this building. But I'm pretty sure you used to be able to just literally just walk along the front here, all the way from like that end of town, all the way to the beach. But, you know, I could be wrong. This place looks cool. Just run a right love above that. What's the nicest pub to go to around here? You know?
Fisherman's quite nice.
Fisherman, yeah?
Yes, yeah, that's quite good.
Cool.
It depends, if you want to eat, I think the Sal is
Right, okay.
like pub.
Yeah, what about the ship in? Is that alright or not?
Yeah, that's more like dog and children friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe not for me.
Got choices,
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Cheers, thank you. So if you never know where to go for a pint, just ask somebody. I just got lucky that this guy actually lives here and knows what he's talking about. Sal, I take it that stands for like salutation or something? I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. The Old Salutation Inn. Directions. Now we've just got to find the Old Salutation. I think I passed it when I was walking through. That place is shut.
I know. Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, taken out 5.
Traditional pub, just what I wanted. Now I would have liked to have given you a nice look around that pub, but they asked me not to film, so you just have to take my word for it. So my phone's going to tell me which way to go, but rather than do the coastal path like I did on the way here, I'm going to go the other way just to see if it's less hilly. It's about the same amount of time. It says it's 33 minutes, so we'll just have to see how long it takes. Okay, so far, very big hill. Gonna be honest, that hill was probably harder than the ones coming down here, but you got to get to the top of the hill before you can start coming down, whereas the route that I chose to come down here, it was like that, up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is gonna be an easier route, I just know it. Still climbing the hill, but this is a very, very narrow road with not many sort of places to stand if a car comes up just out of nowhere, so just be aware of that. Right, so looking at it, I think I'm at the top of the hill now. It's all downhill from here, baby.
I think I'm getting a cold.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Hey. Ah. Do you remember a few weeks ago when I had a spot of bother in the woods? Well, I've got a new torch now. It's metal, I mean, not for any particular reason, but look how bright this is. Ready? I mean, you know, and it's like, you can point it like that, or you can make it wide. Now, I'm not going to do anything with this now, but I'm thinking I need to like have it somewhere, like when I leave the van, maybe up there, maybe there, I don't know. Maybe just let me know in the comments where you think it will look best. But to be fair, by the time you see this, I probably would have mounted it anyway. But I actually, I got this off Temu. I wouldn't recommend anyone buys anything off Temu, because all I've got since I actually bought this is just messages constantly, like every day, saying, oh, you've got this money off, blah, blah, blah. Why can't I get this back in? So anyway, that's my new torch. Maybe I'll take it down to the beach later and show you just how strong it is, but it's a beast. Right. I suppose it's time to try out this air fryer. Look how compact this is. So, let me get this right. So you pull that out, you put your, we're having sausages tonight, hot dogs. I'm going to put a few sausages in there, chuck it in. I've not even trialed any of this yet, so user manual, don't need that. Right, so according to the box, it isn't just an air fryer. It's a air fryer, a roast. You can do roasts in it apparently. You can bake in there, and you can also reheat. So 4 intelligent presets, non-stick coating, 2 litre compact, and 97% less fat. Air fry, roast, bake, reheat. So to air fry, I want to turn that down to about 180. Here we go. Turn that down to 180 and 10 to 15 minutes. But I want to go at like 5-minute intervals. I'm going to set it at 5-minute intervals. That's literally just so that I can turn the sausages after every 5 minutes. It should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Reset that 3 times. We should be good to go. I mean, first impressions, it's pretty quiet. But what I also want to do, I want to see just how much power it actually draws. Because the EcoFlow is currently on 97%. It'll be interesting after the 15 minutes of cooking how much power it's actually taken from the system. So far, based on the noise, I mean, I've got an air fryer at home. It's a lot louder than this, so far so good. Right, turn your sausages, beautiful. Back in. Round 2. So far we've used 1%. Alright, Chefry. Ooh, they're starting to look good. They're going to be done soon, I reckon. About another 5 minutes. Used about 4% battery so far. Oh, look at them. I bought these hot dog buns and they're like just not very good. In the bun, I was actually going to do some onions with this, but then I realised I just couldn't be bothered. So sausage, bun, bit of ketchup. Job done. It's not raw. Look at the steam coming off it. Oh, not forgetting, I need to have a beer, don't I? Someone actually said to me recently, actually, they were like, why drink a non-alcoholic beer? There's this whole thing about like drunken in charge and things, and it's just not worth it. I drink a non-alcoholic beer so that if I do get moved on, I'm not going to be under the influence. Now, I did tell this company that I'm happy to review their product, but I will only give an honest review. But I did tell them if I do like the product, then I'd like to give my viewers a discount as well. And all in all, it's compact, it heats up in less than no time. It used 6% of my battery to cook 4 sausages. You could probably fit more in there, but I didn't, you know, I'm not greedy. I didn't want to stick loads in there. But if I had the wife and kid with me, then I'd probably cook, you know, I reckon you could probably fit about 8 sausages in there in one go. So if you do want to get yourself a Chefry, then check out the link in the description below, where you will get, I mean, it's not overly expensive anyway, but you'll get an additional £5 off your order through my link in the description. If you don't use the link that I provided below and you actually go on their website, if you use my discount code, then that will also get you the £5 off. Right, I've got the diesel heater on. I'm going to head down to the beach and try out this torch. I'm going to leave the diesel heater on while we're out, just so it gets nice and warm in here. Right, you ready? So this is just the torch that's on the camera at the moment. So you can see that, that's just the torch that's on the camera. And then ready? Look at that. Right, let's head to the beach. Look at that beam, look. Whoom, whoom, whoom. Hours of fun with this. Look at it. Right, so, I don't know whether you can see this, probably not, but there's a lot of stars in the sky at the minute. I'm not sure what that is, that's a boat out there. But up there, that's a star, it could be a satellite. There's a star there. There are... what's all that there? There must be water coming in off the... anyway. Up there is Orion's belt, you probably can't see it. The star up there. So all in all, it's a pretty clear night. And this is a great bit of kit. But as I said, because it's from Temu, it probably won't last 2 minutes, but we'll see. Right, I'm heading back to the van because it's absolutely freezing out here. Right, van is right there. Oh, it's warm. It is warm in here. Oh. I am absolutely freezing. Right, well, on that note, I'm going to get into bed. It's 9 o'clock. So my parking's going to run out in an hour. So if I have to get out of bed and top it up, I will. But I should just be able to do it from the app. So I'm hoping I can just get into bed and that'll be it. Right, well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. It's 2 o'clock in the morning now. And it's really hard to sleep in this van. I need to check to see if there's like a weather warning or something, because it's so... I mean, I can put up with the rain. Hearing the rain on the roof doesn't bother me. It's literally... the wind is pushing the van. There's a yellow warning for rain, but that's about it. So it says this is going to go on to about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So that's fun. Look at this plant, look. That's how much the wind is shaking the van. It's just sort of... Right, let's see what it's like out there. Yeah, that's a lot of rain. Well, anyway, I'm gonna attempt to get some sleep. And I'll let you know first thing in the morning. I just saw a flash. Jesus. So that was literally like, I don't know, 2 seconds after the flash. So they say it's like a second per mile, isn't it? Can't even hear my diesel heater ticking away, so you know, at least that's one positive. Good morning. I was up until about 3 in the end, just waiting for the storm to pass, but then once it did, the wind dropped down and I actually managed to get some sleep, so that was fine. I did set my alarm for 7 o'clock just so that I could top up my parking, because it's now 8:30, and if I hadn't topped it up I would have been here for an hour and a half without any parking on the van. So all in all, it's cost me to stay here £6.50 originally till 10 o'clock. I then paid £2.50 until 7 AM this morning, and then I paid until 10 o'clock this morning, which was another £5. It's just a bit annoying that you've got to constantly top it up rather than just do 24 hours. It's almost like they're trying to catch you out, but so just be aware of that if you're going to stay here. So all in all, 14 quid for the night. And I'm not even going to use that last hour because I've just had a phone call from a mate and he said he's going to come down to Looe and have breakfast with me. So I'm going to need to move the van and park in the other car park in Looe for 9 o'clock, so I need to get going. No trees are down and we've got a bit of a blue sky. Apart from that big cloud there, but it looks fine. go. The road is littered with debris from the trees. I knew there'd be something. Hello, mate. Where are you? Yeah, I'm just literally, I've just parked, so I'll be over in 2 minutes. Alright, see you then. Bye. Right, so, for some reason, my mate wants to meet me at the War Memorial rather than here, so that's where we're going. Now, I was in two minds whether to wear a hat or not, thinking, nah, it's fine. But it is actually a little bit chilly this morning. I could just put my hood up, couldn't I? It's a bit rainy. I was wrong, it's actually hailstones, not not rain. There he is. Alright, Shagger!
What's on?
You what?
Phone dry, mate. I have my wet weather gear on the road here.
It's your bike.
Yeah, mate. Oh, man.
Nice, mate.
Yeah. I'm happy with it.
Is it alright riding down in the rain?
Not too bad. Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad. It didn't rain really until it got here.
Cool.
Like I say, I just took my wet weather gear off and I'm fine.
We're gonna go get some breakfast before my camera cuts out in the rain. You can decide, because you know, you probably know Looe better than me. I've realised I haven't been here since 2006.
That long?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So, right. Let's go get something to eat. Mate, I've just realised you and your levers there, you look like, have you ever seen like Long Way Down?
Oh, what, with Charlie Boorman and...
Yeah. You're not Ewan McGregor, you're the other one.
Charlie Boorman, yeah. Yeah, they rode BMWs, not Triumphs though.
Sorry, I rode BMWs, not Triumphs. I swear that this water wasn't this brown yesterday. It must be from the storm last night. But look at it, it's like chocolate milk out there. So I've got a question for you, right?
Go for it.
So along here,
Yes.
I'm sure back in the day, you used to be able to walk all the way along the front.
You can.
Well, when I was there yesterday, there was a sign that said no entry.
Sure it's not for cars?
No. Well, it's like a walkway, isn't it?
Yeah, you can walk right back up to the car park along here.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Definitely says it, doesn't it? Put your visor down, it's hailing! See you later! It's hailing now! God, these hailstones are massive. Right, Back to the van. Woo. So, I realised I hadn't explained who my mate was. That was Andy, also known as Kez. I've known that guy for over 30 years. He's the type of friend that we see each other possibly twice a year, and when we see each other, it's like I saw him yesterday. It was good to see you, mate. But on that note, I'm going to head home now, see my son, see my wife. Thank you to everyone that's bought me a beer through the link in the description. All these legends here, and I'll see you next week. Cheers!